Hey guys! So, one of the things that tends to happen when we're hunting for new ideas for cosplay or new items for cosplay is that eventually someone will poke me and go, I require eBay food, please find me a thing. And I always comment that it's not that hard, I don't see why they can't find it, but I'll go hunting anyway. Because I like to be mean. And nice at the same time. I'm odd that way. I'm going to try and pass on some of the tips that I use for hunting through eBay, which is my friend and yours, but not always your bank accounts. And it can be very, very useful for finding random cosplay items. So, chief trick number 1. For the love of the gods, don't use the word cosplay when you're typing it in. It will double the price, at least, if not more. It's not worth it, and you normally not getting anything of any higher quality. If you're looking for a very specific costume, if you're buying a costume of its entirety, that's different. But otherwise, if you can get away without using the word cosplay, or without using the name of the character you're looking for, do it. No, it's not completely perfect, but you know what? It's close enough. Hashtag close enough. If you get a chance, buy things separately. If you found a jacket and it's pretty much perfect except for the collar being wrong, can you fix the collar? Is it going to work out cheaper that way? Can you blackmail someone into doing it for you? I do not condone blackmail. That would be wrong. When you're looking at particular things, ask your friends that they might have a recommendation for a particular eBay seller. Same as anything else on the internet. If you have someone that you know is reliable, does good product and good quality product, tell your friends about them, get them there. I've got a few saved on my bookmarks that I come back to every so often. I've got a couple saved on my eBay watch list. One main thing to remember is, particularly when you're looking at wigs, a lot of them do come from rather far away. If you're doing this, pay attention to your shipping times. You don't want to be ordering something a week before the con and it's not going to get there till 3 weeks later. It will suck, it will make you very unhappy. And it always does stay on eBay. It says what the shipping times are expected to be. If you have the time, give yourself a month for ordering. If you have something that you need to get short term, there are options so that you can shorten it to your existing country. You can make it, for us, UK only, or wherever you happen to be. And that tends to drop down your shipping times dramatically. And it means you don't end up finding a perfect item and then crying because you won't get it in time. Speaking of that particular function, I'm going to talk to you guys about the sidebar on eBay. When you're looking at your screen, it shows up on the left. It helps you narrow down your options. A lot of people don't actually tend to use it, and I think that's not always wise, because if nothing else, having to search through about 7 to 8 pages rather than 19, 20 makes your life easier. Sometimes you want to be wary. If you, for example, if you change a category, sometimes you end up missing out on stuff. But the basic things like colour, size, location, whether it's bid only or whether it's buy it now, it makes a difference, and it can vastly drop down your options so that you've got a much more reasonable list to be looking for to find a good thing. Remember when you're looking through, never go for your first option. There always might be something else. Get yourself up various options and then decide which one you think will work best for you. And when you're sorting the particular thing, postage and packaging and price, lowest is your friend. Even if it means you have to go through a couple of pages of tab first, it still means you're looking at the cheapest things first, rather than going straight up to the silly prices. A little bit of a tip that I've picked up is a lot of the times sellers don't put all the details that you need into the actual description. Sometimes they just honestly haven't thought about what description you might need. Sometimes it's just very, very minimal. So first of all, don't be afraid to ask the sellers questions. There is a button for it, it's there for a reason. Message them, ask them, get them to give you specific measurements, get them to ask them about if there's any, or if you can send you a better picture of the colour. Most of the time they are perfectly reasonable to sending this sort of thing because they want to make the sale. The other thing is, even if they haven't got, for example, a size chart to help you work out what the specific sizes it means according to you, look up the brand. If there is a specific brand that is mentioned on the eBay listing, go onto Google, look up that brand and see if you can find a size chart for them. It will give you at least an indication whether it's a chance of fitting. For the same reasoning, if you have, for example, a coat, and you don't know what the style is, and just putting in pink coat isn't getting you anywhere, look at the character, see if you can find descriptions that describe the style of coat they wear, because a pea coat is very, very different from a duster, etc, 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 and putting in specific terms might get you closer to what you need. Keep track of your budget. It is very easy to spend money on eBay, and it does occasionally come back to bite you in the ass. If necessary, put it all in the basket before you actually buy it, because that will give you an instant addition on how much it totals up to, and you can figure out whether you can afford it right now or not, or if you need to get it in smaller pieces. And if you are getting it in small pieces, stick it in your watch list, you'll be able to find it easier. If you are buying multiple items from the same seller, definitely stick them in your basket and buy them that way, rather than buying them individually, because normally you can cut down on shipping that way, because they will box them together and send them to you. It's not always guaranteed, but it's a good option if you can manage it. Remember, when it comes to items, there is no guarantee of quality, unfortunately. With outfits, with wigs, you're not seeing them in person, you can't always guarantee how good they're going to be, so keep an open mind, and if necessary, try and figure out a workaround if it isn't perfect. Remember to look at the seller feedback, because the higher their feedback, the more likely they are that they are selling you a good quality product, because the feedback lowers if they're getting complaints. If anyone's got any other questions, let me know. Charity stores are also your friends when you're going for things cheap. Don't forget about Amazon and other sites around there, but eBay is where I get a lot of things, whether just to wear or for adjustment, and it has served me well. May these tips serve you. Bye guys!